life at Solomon Farm Park.
A Christmas Carol is being performed now by the Summit City Music Theater through December 11th. And joining us this morning from the cast is Caleb Curtis, who plays Scrooge, and Tony Didier, who plays Bob Cratchit. Good morning, guys. How are you?
I'm good.
Wonderful.
Tired.
Thank you.
Hey,
Yes.
that
Us
happens,
too.
yes. So I want to start by talking about the Summit City Music Theater. What are you guys? You're a nonprofit. What else can people know about you?
Okay, so Summit City Music Theater was started with, with wanting to do, family-friendly theater. A lot of the shows that we do are in non-traditional spaces. We did Little Shop of Horrors in a greenhouse. We're doing Christmas Carol in a barn, So those are some of the things, but, just wanting to do shows that, that are allowing those, of all abilities to be involved. So as a for instance, our Tiny Tim has Down syndrome. We have a young lady in our show who is blind. We had performers that are deaf. And so it's so trying to reach all ability levels.
It's giving a spotlight to people who don't necessarily always get that in the arts community.
Yes.
Well, A Christmas Carol is one we see every year. Why is it such a special production?
Well, I would always say number one, just because of the reason you said, of all those people who don't usually get a chance to be in the spotlight, who are getting the spotlight. Also, just there's something magical about walking into that space and seeing that historic barn and seeing a story that we all know and all grew up with, but just in a completely different setting, in a setting that makes you almost immersed into the production. You were talking about how the audience gets the communal experience of like seeing our breath.
It's cold. There's no heat in the barn, just so you know.
Yeah.
So dress warmly.
Yeah.
But just being in the communal space of like watching the story take place in this historic barn and being with these actors and seeing their breath and seeing their tears and seeing their laughter.
It's immersive. It truly feels immersive because the audience, you could see that we as actors are cold. You know what I mean? We don't have coats on, and some of us have coats on, when hats on and all of these things, and so, you're taking part. It truly is, I think as Caleb said, it's a communal thing. It feels immersive, so we are telling everybody, Parks and Rec has been awesome, and they have been, pumping some heat in there, but we are telling everybody, my suggestion to everybody is bring a blanket so you can sit on it, and then bring one to put on top, and wear your mittens, wear your gloves, wear your hats, wear your coats, and and try to be as comfortable as possible. But a lot of the people that have come through, they were like, that being cold with us, you know what I mean, and being a part of it, it really seems to have a neat cohesion.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was looking at tickets this morning. There are some sold-out shows. So what are suggestions to make sure people can get a seat?
Oh, yeah. So our initial run of 8 shows has completely sold out, and so we ended up adding 2 of our TBA dates. So we added a 2 o'clock matinee next Saturday, and we added a 7:30 p.m. show on Sunday. I was informed last night that I believe that the Saturday matinee, I think it's a Saturday matinee, had already sold about 75 of the 120 seats available. So you would want to go to SummitCityMusicTheater.com and go to the tickets link so that you can purchase those tickets. Yeah.
Thank you both so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. Summit City Music Theater's production of A Christmas Carol is performed Thursdays through Sundays until December 11th. Tickets are $25 for the performance at Solomon Farm Park. We'll have a link to buy them inside this story later today on Wane.com.